Hi guys, so today let's go take a look at the release notes of the Trimble Business Center version 5.7 and run through the new released feature as well as the improved features list and everything. The way to get to the release notes at this point, here on the right hand side of your startup page, there is still a link to Trimble Business Center version 5.7, and here it is notes bulletins. And the other way to get to it is if you go to support tab and there is a button for release notes. Once you click that, what it's going to happen, it's going to open up a web page for with the Business Center 5.7 release notes, and you can go and kind of scroll through all the information, products, bulletins, and support notes. Once you click on the language which you want, this will open up a PDF which you can then download, and we can definitely kind of run through it real quick and see if what's new. So here, new features. In Miscellaneous, there is a support for objects-oriented total station setups, measure distance CSV report, enhanced import comment, right? So that might be interesting. So the import comment pane has a fresh contemporary look and feel. So they have improved the whole import comment look. So we can take a look at it real quick. At I just opened a brand new project, and once we are there, I'm gonna hit import up here at my quick bar, and as you can see, it looks a little bit different, which is true. Okay, let's continue with the release notes because there is quite a bit of them. In CAD, they did create points using COGO command line commands. So this means use the new point codes in the create COGO command and COGO collection of lines in your project that you use to create parcels and compute parcel closure. New in CAD is snap to nodes from imported vector PDF, so that's a new one. And filter the layer manager. You can now find a layer by name or just by characters. Okay, that's interesting. Drafting, we got the block scale improvements for the sheet view. So when using blocks in a sheet view, in prior version of TBC, you needed to account for the fact that most blocks were defined in model units, feet or meters. Okay, so the next one is surfaces. Surfaces is view side balance factors in volume grid properties for a surface. In the properties pane for a selected volume grid, you will now find these fields: approximate balance amount, approximate volume delta per 0.1 unit. Okay. Next one is corridor and alignments. So we have the create a subtemplate. Use the create subtemplate command to make a standalone shape such as for a curb. Okay, so when you have a template, you can add a subtemplate for a curbs, for example. Yeah. Disable corridor transition logic and import corridor logic enhancement. Okay. Point clouds, we got the filter point clouds. So there are new filters there. Distance either side, above and below selected CAD line alignment, radius distance from selected CAD line alignment, radius distance from scan station. Then we have a whole bunch of lane feature extraction enhancement. So you can create a dashed line style from extracted dashed line. You can snap an extracted dash line center of dash, automatic extraction direction, extract dash line line parallel to solid line with less errors, perform lane line extraction QA/QC. Next big one is automatically measure overhead line clearance, might be very important. Perform scan inspections. Select point cloud data using boundary, LAZ point cloud exporter enhancement, enhance building detection, and colorize DTM point clouds. Under construction data, we have check for errors in Works Manager design. Okay, that's interesting. Use the Works Manager design status command to see why a design failed to publish to Works Manager without having to log into Works Manager. Design in error can often be fixed in TBC once you know the problem. You can see status of designs in your Works Manager account or just for those associated with the current TBC project. Few of photogrammetry enhancements, so enhance the UAS data import, support for micro drones UAS data, colorize DTM point clouds, increase rectified image size, enhance building detection, classification with aerial data, and reduce processing time for DSM and true orthophoto generation. Reduced time in processing is always a good thing. Under tunnels, we have new tunnel setup and as-built reports, edit an as-built tunnel mesh, choose computation method for the best fit circle delta value in tunnel reports, specify card scaling for tunnel convergence report. Under monitoring, there are just few resolved issues. We'll go over that at the end. Mobile mapping, we have camera makers, hide and display reference images, quick view, image blurring, registered run to run from multiple missions, define region of interest and trajectory. Under data prep, we have add an elevation line rules to vertical design. Okay, so reduce the number of user-defined rules such as connector rules required to copy an elevation from one line to another while elevating multiple lines from 2D to 3D. Apply a rule property to all crossing lines in vertical design. Shrink wrap a region outline. Under utilities, we have add no fitting node type to the end of the opened end utility pipes. Under takeoffs, we have use boundaries with categorizing takeoff layers. Under coordinate systems, we have few of them. Coordinate system settings enhanced to properly display RTX calibration data. Change coordinate system enhancement. So that one was, it includes a new search option that allows you to easily search for and select the appropriate coordinate system to use in your project. The default width for the coordinate system group column has been expanded to better display the entire coordinate system group name without requiring manual resizing. Oh, okay. Sometimes when you open the little window, you can't read the whole thing. There are updates to coordinate system and time-dependent transformation databases. Okay, so I see some Brazilian, some French, Germany, Australian. Then we have a third-party tool, so new ANZ toolbox command, validate adduct objects, remove duplicate objects, run a utility conformance report. So obviously there is a new support for Windows 11. So now it's fully compatible with Windows 11 operating system. Use Profile Manager support for multiple configuration templates. Okay. Installation customization options, which we looked at the other day. And here we have quite a few of the resolved issues. So there was an error could occur when selecting to hide layers in the View Filter Manager. When pressing the Scan button while using the Create Sheet Set command, an error could occur. When creating a PDF using Create 3D PDF command, some text and symbols were missing, displaying incorrectly. When using Extract Line Feature command, an error could occur when close the plan view before clicking Extract button. When work with important DJI error survey that the adjustment could fail after processing baselines with the internet download data from the closest reference station. The course reference station download was not working correctly with some station. After opening a VCA file where vector PDF was already imported with the previous DPC version, error could occur. I seen that one. Opening an extract point feature command or extra line feature command could cause an error. CAD Hatch and CAD Solid did not have the layer group properly like other CAD objects. Stop and go baseline processing could fail due to JXL importing the rover file into the wrong folder. When using move survey point command, an error could occur. IFC object did not display DynaViews. The reference surface command link in the TBC help did not link the command in TBC. Okay, that was a minor one. In regards to swapping triangles after the rebuild of surface, the TBC held incorrectly state that the swapped edge change are not retained when in fact they are. There's quite a few things under tunneling. Then there was a discrepancy between the tunnel as-built report and tunnel inspection map values for some data sets. The error message was displayed when user does not have access to tunnel coverage projects was not clear. Threshold changes were not maintained when subsequent epochs were added while monitoring tunnel convergence. Monitoring, there was obviously some okay, I don't know if this okay, so the point sorting order used in the project exploit monitoring epochs manager and the monitoring report did not match. The decimal precision setting specified in the project settings was not being applied to the monitoring point card, monitoring report, and monitoring epochs manager. Sorting points by ID was not possible in the monitoring epochs manager. Auto selection was not working when creating monitoring points in existing monitoring project with monitoring points. When creating new monitoring project, the last letter in the new name was dropped. When importing epoch file with very large number of epochs, for example 1000 plus, the import could turn out and fail. Okay, we have some important nodes and known issues. See the TBC help for complete update the list, and let's see if the system requirements have changed. So they are recommending 1.9 GHz and better dual core or quad core. Again, AMD Ryzen processors are not supported. 4 is the or more recommended, but 32 or more recommended for aerial and photogrammetry, right? So I mean the 4, it's I think the industry standard is 16. 10 gig of hard disk space, monitor 1080p, that's a little bit more, 1280 to 1024, 96 dpi. DirectX, OpenGL, and here we go, it is 8 gig graphics card or higher, for example NVIDIA Quadro P4000, it's recommended. If you're using a laptop computer with both integrated and a dedicated graphics card, NVIDIA graphics card enabled via Optimus technology, your computer must allow you to select disable the integrated graphics card and use only discrete graphics card when working point cloud data. Okay, and then there we have a few. Of course, it is critical that you keep your graphics card drive updated with working with point cloud data. And this brings us to the end of the release notes. Don't forget, so this brings us to the end of the release notes, and we're gonna take a look at here in next video or two some new improved features and see how they are working to our advantage. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.